What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video of F1 2016 Mobile Career Mode. Today we have episode number 50 and we have reached a half century. We are halfway through season 4 and today we have the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring. If you guys missed the previous video, be sure to check it out. There's some gameplay on screen now from the Azerbaijan Grand Prix and that disastrous start, as you could clearly see, but now I'm going to spoil the ending for you. We managed to win because the AI do some funny things and there's a glitch where they basically disappear under the track. So I've got a pretty good championship lead heading into this race, so let's see if we can build on it, despite this being a tough track for the player. Let's go.
Welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix here in Spielberg. It's race day and the cars are already on the grid as the drivers complete their final preparations ahead of lights out.
Well, I've gone and got myself another pole position of this season. My second pole in 5 races after we took pole in Shanghai. We've got Hamilton in second, Rosberg in third. Unfortunately, my teammate Massa was knocked out in Q2. So this is not looking like it's going to be a good race for us in the terms of the constructors, because of course we currently have the lead of that. I'm planning on doing a one-stop in today's race from ultra soft to soft tyres, as we are now revving up to 5 red lights for the start of the Austrian Grand Prix. Halfway through the season already, lights are out and we're underway. It's a very good start off the line once again. It's a very short run to the first corner. As we turn in, we're immediately going to cover off both Mercedes. I've gone a little bit wide there and Rosberg is already up in front of Hamilton. The AI always squabbling as they do through turn 1. However, I'm expecting them to come back into the race later on as we go all the way to lap number 7. And this is Nico Rosberg putting tons of pressure on me. I'm still in the lead of the race, but as you can see, my tyres are absolutely shot. As there, I completely understeer. Rosberg flies past. The German jams on the brakes suddenly, and it's given me a chance to go back round the outside. I tried to brake going into the previous corner that allowed Rosberg to go back through after dipping a tyre onto the grass. But I managed to keep my foot in and fall back, as we're now going to come into the pit lane for the one and only scheduled stop of this race. Look at the understeer. The tyres are well and truly past their sell-by date, but we're coming into the pit lane now to fit a set of soft tyres, and hopefully we shouldn't have to come into the pits again. So there's 11 laps to go till the end of the Grand Prix. So these tyres should just about be enough to get us to the end of the race. There's a safety car in the corner of the picture there. Be interesting if we could go a whole season without seeing an appearance from that. Well, we've certainly gone 4 races without seeing it so far. That's very annoying. That was the pit exit glitch thing that normally screws the player over, but it's fine. We've come out in P5. We've got Raikkonen in front and the 2 Mercedes, and this is now lap 10. And indeed, both Mercedes pitted on the previous lap and came out behind me. So the undercut managed to work, which is actually quite unusual in this game, especially because the AI don't really seem to get too many issues regarding tyre wear. You can see I've got a 3-second margin over Rosberg, which is definitely closable by the German, but I'd say I'm looking pretty comfortable at the moment. My pace is very decent, especially on the harder compound of tyre. So I think we are gradually pulling away. We are a little bit faster than the Mercedes, and that's just what we need to keep doing. Just keep plugging away. Lap number 14, and we're only 4 minutes into the video. Crikey, there's really not a lot happening. Anyway, this is the first lap car of the day. This is Kevin Magnussen in the Renault, the Danish driver, getting out of the way very nicely for me there. Not causing me any grief, as the lap cars are very famous for on this channel. As you guys all know, you watch my videos pretty frequently. Through the middle sector, but now my pace is starting to drop off a little bit. You can see 2.2 seconds slower just in the second sector. So could that be a sign that the tyre wear starting to creep in? This is lap 16 now, but here comes Esteban Gutierrez. Where on earth did he come from? He just completely swiped across my car. That was so close. I cannot believe I survived that. Oh my god, we just nearly lost our front wing completely there. And what's going on here? Here's another incident, and that's Jenson Button facing backwards. Blimey, it's all kicking off now in the final 3 laps of this Austrian Grand Prix. There's been nothing happening all race, and then we've got 2 incidents in nearly as many corners. We go up the inside of Carlos Sainz, once again a lap car, slight bit of contact made. I did slightly outbrake myself, but equally the Spaniards should just have moved out of the way better. Hamilton and Rosberg are now battling, if you guys look to the top left, so if they battle more, that's going to give me a chance to pull away. And indeed it did. We're on to the final lap of the Grand Prix already. I'm coming through the final sector, and I'll be honest, I didn't actually expect to win, but when we got pole I thought we'd have a good chance of a podium, and as it turns out we're going to be extending our championship lead further here today, as we're going to take our 3rd victory of the season, and we win the Austrian Grand Prix. Come on. There's the final results from the Red Bull Ring. We win by 10.060 seconds, very precise, over Nico Rosberg. And then shortly behind him came Lewis Hamilton, a further 1.3 behind. Then we have Vettel, Raikkonen, Ricardo Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Alonso and Kvyat completing the points. Missing out, the only big name missing out today was Max Verstappen. Daniel Ricciardo finally getting himself some points in race 5 out of 10. In this season, and it looks as if Kevin Magnussen was lapped by everybody as he was sort of a minute and 10 seconds off the back. Anyway, we've got a 33-point lead heading into the Hungarian Grand Prix, which is a very, very decent margin, so that means we can afford to have a bad race now and still keep the championship lead. Obviously, I don't want to take any risks, but, you know, we've managed to build out that margin now. Partly because of Baku, where neither Mercedes scored points. And in terms of the constructors, Mercedes do take back the lead, but only by 6 points. So we are actually still in this at the midway point of the season. So I'm still quietly confident that we might be able to try and win it. We just need Felipe Massa to have a significant uptake in performance. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Both links are in the description below. And I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.